dear guests who are coming to work in Saudi Arabia, based on the duties and responsibilities of the Ministry of Labor and Social Development to draw the public policy of labor affairs in Saudi Arabia within the country's public policy under the principles of Islam and social justice, with the objective of regulating the use of workforce through enforcement of laws and regulations, human resources planning and development, and organizing the relation between the employer and the employee, we would like to explain to you some information of interest within your rights and duties. There must be a written working contract between you and the employer. Each one of you keeps a copy. Your work and salary should conform with what is written in the working contract. The employer should bear the fees of your recruitment, your residence permit, and the return ticket to your homeland after expiration of the labor relation, and the regulatory fees that should be covered legally by the employer. Your work with another employer without completion of the regulatory procedures is violation punished by the law. Keeping your passport with you is a right provided for you by law. Your absence from work without the approval of your employer will render you abstinent from work without permission. Labor law states that the employer will have the right to terminate your services without severance pay, end of service remuneration. If you're absent for 10 consecutive days, security forces will deem your stay in Saudi Arabia illegal. Working for your own account is a violation of labor laws of Saudi Arabia and will render you subject to legal penalty even if approved by the employer. The labor law in Saudi Arabia forbids your working in the jobs restricted to Saudi nationals only. The labor law in Saudi Arabia allows you to transfer your services to another employer without approval of the initial employer if he breaches his duties of your financial rights and stops paying your salary for longer than 90 days. For protecting his rights, the employee should promptly call a labor ministry branch when his labor relation with the employer is subject to any items against the contract signed with the employer. The Saudi law gives you all the rights and benefits stipulated in the labor law. The law forbids strikes and groupings in order to obtain the legal rights under the law. The law emphasizes that each laborer has the right to obtain these rights with the legal way, through promptly reporting his case to the labor offices all over Saudi Arabia when there is a contractual problem. The concerned office will pursue the case and make sure that the employee gets his full contractual rights. For our guests who are coming to work in companies and establishments, the Ministry has provided a website to promote labor culture and to know your rights and duties. Kindly visit www.laboreducation.gov.sa. For our guests who are coming to work as domestic helpers, the Ministry provided a website listing your rights and duties and those of the employer. Kindly visit www.musanid.gov.sa. Our dear guest, Saudi Arabia welcomes you on its land to contribute to its building and to preserve its gains. Saudi Arabia preserved your rights and looks forward to abiding by your duties stipulated in the laws in Saudi Arabia. To call the Ministry of Labor and Social Development, phone the unified number 19911, which supports 9 languages: Arabic, English, Urdu, Hindi, Bahasa, Amharic, Malayalam, Tagalog, and Bengali. Alternatively, contact us at the following websites: